at which the data is being coming out. This is again another view, to help us understand from 1986 to 2025. This is my timeline on the x-axis. Okay, uh, it is estimated that 160 zettabytes of data will be generated. Right, 2016 में 11 billion connected devices थे, they are expected. So जितने भी ज़्यादा devices या interaction social media पे होंगे, जितने files generated होंगे, it's all the data which is there out there in the ecosystem or the world, right? So it is estimated that 160 zettabytes of data, which is 40 trillion DVDs. So that's the scale which we have. Now, before I go further, I just, because I would want to understand what are the terminologies or clarifications you would require from data. So somebody might know Tableau, somebody might have heard big data, somebody might have heard NoSQL. So आपको कोई buzzword या jargons जो आप जानते हैं, okay, and you would want me to. So as I go further down the slides, I'll elaborate, I'll expand on that jargon, okay, so that because it's quite a lot to cover, and to ensure that we do justice to the audience who's there. So if you could just type down the jargon or the buzzword or some clarity which you would want to from this session, so you can type it in your chat box and let me know. So I'll just take a moment and look at it. What do you want me to elaborate on what topic, right? So another 10 seconds or 20 seconds, and I can have a sip of water. Just let me know that what are you looking forward for me to elaborate on the data. I do have my set of slides, but just to ensure that it's in the interest of what people want. Oh, big data. Yes, we have big data, and I have a lot to talk about big data. That's good. Okay, so I think I have covered analytics. Yes, I will give on an idea. Storytelling. Yes, I have a slide which talks about data to insight and its journey. NoSQL. I do have a slide onto NoSQL. Excellent. So I think I have these slides. Thank you. Thanks for being letting me know about it. So we talked about data explosion, right? So this is very important. On the left hand side, 90% of the world's data was created in last 2 years. Okay, and then that's and when you're selecting a technology, right? So I would not ask you to work on SQL too much. I would want you who wants to get into data field, okay, big data field. He needs to pick up technology. So as we're working and we'll be moving into edge computing, right? So my traditional technology will not work into my edge technologies, right? Because of 5G and IoT, which will come up recently or will pick up in the near time. So the technology landscape keeps on changing, but you need to work and align yourself with the technology, which helps organization solve the problem. So आज की तारीख में big data, the data explosion is already there, right? And out of that data, 80% of data is unstructured. So when I say unstructured data, I have a definition about it. So you need to understand what is an unstructured data. Okay, most of the use cases or the data which is there in the ecosystem has been addressed around transactional data or structured data. I'll talk about unstructured data, semi-structured data, and how it is different, what technologies you would need to adopt to address them. Okay, and this is like एक second के अंदर कितना data generate होता है, right? And we can align ourselves or relate to this, right? Because Twitter पे 1 lakh tweets every second, right? Facebook पे 75,000 750 100,000 is what status update, 11 million chat, this is the data, right, which is 2,000 terabytes of data is created every second. Right? So this is the size, this is the wave in which the data is generated every second, right? And the idea to give you is that to understand the scale, right? The data is not what is there in our laptops or maybe in our data center. The data is what is there unstructured, which is coming after every second and second, right? and the company which is capturing this data, making sense out of this data, has a competitive edge, right? And that's where, data is new oil, is where everybody is talking about. So Facebook, and this is the idea that, agar aap 1 घंटा Facebook पे spend करते हो, so it's like 20 MB of data which is generated. If you are watching 4 minutes of video on YouTube, it's like 11 MB of data which is generated for your account. Okay, and if you are using Google Maps for 10 minutes, so it's like 6 MB. So this is like, अगर हम लोग इतने टाइम से यूज कर रहे हैं any other different medium, okay, out there, how much data is getting generated? And I believe this much data, or I believe it's more that we consume or daily address, so this is like digital data consumption trend into our daily lives. Okay, so this is a very powerful slide, right? And raw data is a mess. Okay, so I got a powerful cartoon out there. So this is a wave, okay, of a raw data, okay, and you're trying to make sense out of it. And if you don't have the right tool and the right technology and right understanding and approach, you would never be able to make sense out of the data, because data में से आपको insight निकालना है, आपको questions के answers निकालना है. अगर आपको questions के answers data में से नहीं मिलेंगे, there is something wrong, right? Because you need to leverage the insight from the data, and then raw data is like very mess. Okay, and we've been talking to all the organization in the globe. Okay, everybody wants help to make sense, to make the raw data more aligned, more processed, more usable. Okay, and I'll talk about that in down the line, right? And I think I've got some idea that what technology do you work. So people have talked about Postgre, people have talked about Tableau, people have talked about big data. So this was another poll which I would wanted to understand that or kuch technology, are you using Python, are you using Swift, are you using, let's say, Spark, are you using Kafka, are you using NiFi? Okay, so these are the technologies I'll talk about. I would not get into the technical architecture diagram, but I'll help you understand that ये technology किधर fit होती है, ये technology किधर fit होती है, and then you can make sense that if an organization is building an end-to-end data strategy or data fabric, तो उसके अंदर क्या क्या components होते हैं, and everything has a play. It's not that big data किया तो it's the best thing. No. Okay, and this is very important and a powerful slide, and I would like to spend around 3 minutes on this particular slide. Data तो पहले से था, right? Data Excel sheet में भी था, अभी भी है, and why are we all bothered about so is this any further bubble? कि या ऐसा तो नहीं है कि this is another trend which we are seeing, and maybe down two years down the line, people will stop talking about it and people will start moving on to different technologies. I'm just giving a reason that why you should persist a career in data, right? And I'll give you a sane explanation कि आपको क्या करना चाहिए, right? And there are 4 reasons towards it. पहला तो ये है कि if you see on the left hand side, it talks about cheaper storage. तो जैसे मैंने आपको पहले बताया कि अभी हम लोग let's say एक USB drive खरीदते थे 16 GB की, right? कितनी महंगी आती थी पहले, like let's say in our college times of around like 2005 to 2008, it was pretty expensive. Now in the same money, let's say it's like $3,000 or $4,000, you can today buy a 1 TB hard disk, right? So the storage, okay, the storage, the data storage volume has dropped down drastically, right? So अगर मुझे पेटाबाइट स्केल या जेटाबाइट स्केल्स बहुत सारा डेटा कलेक्ट करना है और उसको स्टोर करना है, कलेक्ट करेंगे लेकिन स्टोर किधर करेंगे? स्टोर करेंगे हमारी हार्ड डिस्क में, राइट? So hard disk सस्ती है, right? It's cheaper for us, and you can see it's like 30,000 times cheaper than 1993, right? So the dollar per gigabyte has drastically gone down. So जो भी data जो Facebook वगैरह outside world में जो generate होता है, you can easily, and it's cheap, it's not expensive, right? So that's the first point. पहले ऐसा नहीं था, पहले storage बहुत expensive था, so you only stored what is required. Okay, but now that has now changed. Now आपने data store कर लिया, right? ना आपको उसको एनालाइज करने के लिए आपको रैम वगैरह लगेगी, राइट, आपको प्रोसेसिंग पावर लगेगा. So you would, so the prices of RAM, and RAM is nothing but your compute, right? And there are different computing power which has come in, right? So हमारे लैपटॉप में CPU होता है, right? And then you have graphical processing unit. जैसे हमारे अगर जो लोग गेमिंग सिस्टम्स यूज करते हैं, it has a higher or much better version installed, capable of processing a lot more data, much powerful. Okay, उनकी architecture थोड़ा different होते हैं. So you have CPUs, you have GPUs, you have TPUs, you have cloud. So that compute power has gone up. Okay, and everybody can use that compute power. You can talk about your mobile, right? आपको कितना compute power mobile में मिलता है, पहले नहीं था, right? And it's relatively cheap, right? So आपके पास data है, store है, आपके पास power है जो कि analyze करने के लिए है. And we already talked about the data, right? कि data कितना सारा generate होता है, right? Every second people are generating this much of data. So and the last part is that, which is very important part for this audience, is that जो टेक्नोलॉजी हमको चाहिए zettabytes या petabyte scale of data to analyze, okay, it's all open source. most of them is open source. So ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको लेट्स से ट्विटर का डेटा लाना है, एनालाइज करना है, आप एक्सेल शीट में नहीं कर पाओगे. Okay, understood. But you have open source libraries. If you know some technology, you can learn those technology, and that is an open source. So आपको Oracle आपको सीखने के लिए आपको लाइसेंस खरीदना पड़ेगा. But over here for these technologies, no, you can have your system. Okay, you can download those technologies, you can run it. So you can, it's not necessary कि आप अगर जॉब पे रहोगे तो ही बिग डेटा पे काम कर सकोगे, नहीं. You can do it in your past time, you can do it over your weekends when you get time, right? So all this is possible, and you can build that experience, right? So 4 things: the storage is cheaper, the compute is relatively cheaper, the data volume is there, okay, and the open source technology to help you build that insight. So these are the 4 pillars which is making that this is going to remain, okay, and this is not another fact. Oh, my screen just froze. Yeah, and somebody talked about they wanted a lot in big data, right? So हमने डेटा के बारे में बात किया, right? और मैंने आपको एक insight भी बताया कि raw data कितना messy होता है, and you can imagine that it's all mess out there. But to make sense out of that big data, okay, if you follow these principles, okay, अगर आपके पास टेक्नोलॉजी आपने बनाई है, okay, और ये टेक्नोलॉजी if it is addressing these 10 V's, okay, so this is like V's of data. पहले 4 V's था, फिर 6 V's हुआ, now it is 10 V's, but this can keep evolving as we go further, okay. मैं इसके हर एक definition में आपको बताऊंगा कि ये क्या होता है, okay, and how it relates with the big data. अगर आप ये सारे 10 V's करोगे big data पे, it will make your life simple, और आप insights निकाल सकोगे. Insight is like अगर आपको कुछ answers चाहिए आपके data से, let's say today on the Twitter लोगों ने क्या बात की, the hashtag trending जो हम लोग देखते हैं, right? What is trending out there, right? From that mess which has been generated, or what the data is being generated on the Facebook or different platforms. So उसके लिए आपको एक तरीका रहना चाहिए, so this is the definition or the framework or the box under which you need to do that, right? So first thing is the size of the data. We already talked about big data has exceeded the normal size. So the volume, the size of the data has exponentially increased. It's going into zettabytes, and other the hierarchy which is there out on the scale of the volume, right? So first thing is volume. Second thing, on the left hand side you can see the velocity, right? The speed at which the data is generated. अभी आप मुझे बताओ कि हर एक सेकंड पे एक बंदा आके ट्वीट करता है, ये बंदा आके न्यूज कंज्यूम करता है, इसने यूट्यूब पे जाके ये देखा, उसने वो कमेंट किया, राइट? So this is the velocity, how fast the data is getting generated. It's pretty fast. पहले के टाइम पे यूट्यूब नहीं था, पहले के टाइम पे फेसबुक नहीं था, so the data velocity was very slow. So अगर आपके पास इतना सारा बड़ा डेटा रहेगा जिसकी velocity is like per second पे इतना सारा data generate होता है, तो how do you have the technology to address it? We'll talk about that as well. And these are the areas or levers which you need to keep in mind while designing a data fabric, right? And now let's talk about the variety, the third pillar. Variety means transactional data, right? So my data in my database or RDBMS is a structured data. So I have a slide after this, and I'll talk about what are the different data types which we store. So we have primarily heard about structured data, semi-structured data, and unstructured data. The technologies used to address these different varieties is different, and you need to pick the one which is more aligned to that data variety, right? Based on the data variety. Veracity. Veracity is very important. Is that आपने जो data collect किया है, okay, let's say किसी ने fraud किया, okay, so should you include that data into your analysis, right? So the data accuracy is very important. कि जब भी आप कुछ data analysis करते हैं, okay, so आपने जो data set या जो data आपने gather किया है, okay, now let's say you are trying to do a survey for India, right? लेकिन उसके अंदर जब आपने सर्वे लॉन्च किया ऑनलाइन, देयर वर सर्टेन पीपल हु केम फ्रॉम आउटसाइड, राइट? यूएस से भी आए थे, यूरोप से भी आए थे, ऑस्ट्रेलिया से भी आए थे, बट योर आइडिया वाज टू हैव अ सर्वे ऑन पीपल इन इंडिया, राइट? तो आप क्या करोगे? आप वो डेटा को निकाल दोगे जो आपका इंटेंडेड नहीं है, राइट? सो यू विल एंश्योर दैट द डेटा एक्यूरेसी is ultimate, right? So that you can get an insight which is correct, okay? वरना आपका डेटा एक्यूरेसी बराबर नहीं रहेगा, आपका इंसाइट बराबर नहीं रहेगा, right? And it could end you in losses, right? And I'll talk about that KPI to use case to revenue, वो भी एक slide I'll talk about and on that area as well. Value. Now हमारे पास big data है, right? But we need to understand that कौन सा डेटा मुझे ज्यादा फायदा देगा, राइट? which data is more useful for me, right? So अब अगर आप देखेंगे comments, right, feedbacks, this is more easy, more valuable for people trying to understand what my customers are speaking, right? So that's one form of customer feedback, right? Or the data which is very useful. Then we'll talk about certain frameworks on the data validity, right? So I need to have data quality mechanism, governance. Governance is that I need to have a strategy with which सब लोग बराबर कर रहे हैं. I need to have somebody monitoring, ensuring everything is going right or not. If there is a master data management, okay, so these are the terminologies and the mechanism which I use in the enterprise. I'll talk about it on that as well. Variability is very important. Variability is all about so there are three types of data variability which I understand. एक data होता है जो static होता है, right? So मैं मोइन हूँ, right? From the day I am born, I am a male, okay? So this static data does not change until I die, right? Or until I go. So this is a static data, right? Second data is slowly changing data, okay? Now when you say slowly changing data, is that my address could be slowly changing data. मैं 2 साल में, let's say I was in Pune, after 2 years I moved to Bangalore, after 2-3 years I came back to Mumbai, okay? So address is the slowly changing data. Now what is so this is the second form of data variability. Now the third form is that fast changing data. Fast changing data is my मैंने क्या feedback दिया, मैंने क्या tweet किया, मैंने क्या content देखा. So it changes every now and then, right? And it's not very very stable. So if you're trying to think what I had tweeted today and my mood which is there on on let's say social media tomorrow, it drastically changes, and it changes within hours, right? So that's the mood or we're just changing, so that is known as fast changing data, right? And there are different technologies to address and to make sense out of these data. I'll talk about it in later slides. Let's talk about venue. When you're taking a data, आप डेटा लैपटॉप पे रखेंगे या आप डेटा सेंटर में रखेंगे या आप डेटा लेट्स से डेटा वेयरहाउस में रखेंगे या क्लाउड में रखेंगे. सो वेयर आर यू गोइंग टू प्रोसेस योर डेटा, राइट? सो ये भी एक अच्छा एस्पेक्ट है कि आपके पास कितना डेटा है, कैसा डेटा है, आपको कहाँ रखना है, आपके पास कितना पैसा है, ओके? ऑल दैट मैटर्स एंड वेयर यू विल डू द डेटा प्रोसेसिंग एंड सिक्योरिटी. यस, सिक्योरिटी इज दैट आपका डेटा कितना कॉन्फिडेंशियल है. सो यू माइट नॉट वांट टू गो ऑन टू क्लाउड. Okay, so there are different and then there are different compliances as well, right? GDPR वगैरह आते हैं. So it talks about data security on and that governs where you're keeping or storing your data. Vocabulary is So जब हमारे पास raw data होता है, vocabulary helps us define data models. Okay, अगर आपको सेल्स का डेटा पे काम करना रहेगा तो आपको सेल्स का डेटा मॉडल बनाना पड़ेगा, मार्केटिंग की डेटा के लिए काम करेगा तो मार्केटिंग का डेटा पे काम करना पड़ेगा, मार्केटिंग डेटा मॉडल्स. एंड vocabulary helps you give that process data, right, so that it's easy for you to have that tableau on that data models and get insights on a daily basis. Right. And then there is vagueness. So there are a lot of tools in the big data ecosystem which are very difficult unless and until you have tried them out. Okay, lot of open source out there. So you need to understand कौन सा टेक्नोलॉजी कौन से मॉड्यूल के अंदर आएगा, right? So we'll talk about near real time streaming. So we'll talk about NiFi, we'll talk about Kafka. Okay, we'll talk about Spark agar as an ecosystem hai, so what are the components in the Spark, right, and how it helps us. So this completes our views of the big data. I hope I've tried to give you some clarity around what is the views of the big data. Okay, and as we build further, I'll elaborate on these topics. Okay, I have the architecture diagram, not very technical, but the box kind of diagram which helps you understand कि कैसा होता है. Okay, I'll just take a sip of water, please. And please, what I would also suggest people to keep a note or questions if they have ready with them, and try to put it later in the chat section, so that once the session is over, I can take those questions and then we can conclude further. Now let's talk about data formats. अब मैंने पहले बात किया था what is structured data, what is semi-structured data, and unstructured data, and here they are, right? So structured data is like आपका data बहुत organized है, right? And when I say organized, so let's say this is a row. So this is a representation of rows and columns. So ये आपके rows है. This is row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, and there's column 1, column 2, column 3, right? So आपका data काफी अच्छे फॉर्मेट में, राइट? सो आपके जो डेटा जिसका स्कीमा फिक्स्ड रहता है, राइट? योर पेमेंट डेटा, your let's say your customer data, it's all in RDBMS, it's all there in the Excel sheet, it's all fixed data, right? So the data जिसका shape अच्छा है, जिसका schema, and in the data term, the schema is what we talk about, right? So जिसका schema fixed है, okay, and that's what we are capturing. And जो legacy systems है हमारे पास, mainframes वगैरह, Oracle वगैरह, so data सारा structured होता है हमारे पास, right? It's very easy to deal with structured data. The challenge is working on the semi-structured and the unstructured data. Now let me talk about what is unstructured, semi-structured data. So semi-structured data is like, this is the columns and this is the row. So semi-structured is, I'll give you, so it's like partially organized. It has some form of data schema, okay? Or if you would have seen JSON file. So JSON file kaisa hota hai? I'm just, assuming that you have seen XML structures and JSON structures. उसके अंदर if you are exchanging data between two different source systems, okay, वो आपको एक फाइल देगा, उसके अंदर क्या होगा कि you have a header के अंदर you will have, let's say, customer name के अंदर different attributes रहेंगे. Some customer, let's say for Moin, okay, Moin would have done PhD, okay, but somebody would have not done PhD. That's okay, right? But I can capture this data. Let's say Moin के अंदर PhD है, तो PhD कौन सी university में किया है, so all that data will be there for Moin. But let's say, on the other hand, if somebody else has not done, graduation, so he'll just have his high qualification as, like, let's say, 12th or matriculate, right? So uska data wahan tak hi rahega, aur jo fields baki ki rahegi usme nahi rahengi, right? So this is a semi-structured kind of data, right? So there are different technologies to deal on this semi-structured as well. Then we'll talk about unstructured data. Unstructured data kya hota hai? Isme na to shape hota hai, na size, there is no schema defined at all. It's very difficult to address or to tap insight into this kind of a data. And as I showed you earlier, 80% जो data आज की तारीख में generate होता है, it is unstructured data. And unstructured data is what is generated as part of your tweets, your comments, your emails, your video consumptions, your audio files, all fall under unstructured data. So you need to have mastery, or maybe if you're trying to get into it, you need to pick technology which addresses unstructured data very strongly, right? So this is another view I just wanted to give you guys. So structured data, ekdam Excel files mein table row अच्छे से defined होता है. So that's on the left hand side, okay. Then this is my unstructured data. ये जो बीच वाला है textual data, जो मेरा let's say email रहता है या resume रहता है, right? वो सब textual data रहता है. इमेज फाइल्स रहती है मेरी, वो सब अनस्ट्रक्चर्ड डेटा है, वीडियो है, ऑडियो है, सो दिस इज ऑल अनस्ट्रक्चर्ड डेटा कैटेगराइज्ड ऑन, एंड यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड दैट व्हेन आई से अनस्ट्रक्चर्ड डेटा बहुत सारा जनरेट होता है, सो दिस इज द काइंड ऑफ डेटा विच गेट्स जनरेटेड, राइट, एंड दिस इज द सेमी स्ट्रक्चर्ड डेटा, सेंसर का डेटा है, जेसन वगैरह में, एक्सएमएल वगैरह में होता है, वो दैट इज सेमी स्ट्रक्चर्ड डेटा, सॉरी फॉर दैट. And there is another term which is known as metadata. What metadata does is, metadata is nothing but it is like data about data. यानी वो ये बताएगा कि what is this image file all about. ये image file की properties जो होती है, it is nothing but metadata. The videos which we have, the video की properties होती है. So metadata is basically data about data, right? So and it's very important. There are use cases in industry which talks about auto generating metadata as well, and then making sense out of your actual data. Okay, and I just talked about this thing. So this slide is that आपका जो so I talked about this where I talked about data variability. आपका data, whether it's a static data, whether it's a slow changing data, whether it's a fast changing data, right? So आपके x-axis पे आप देखेंगे timelines है, right? So अगर let's say if मेरा जेंडर, राइट, तो मेरा जेंडर कभी चेंज नहीं होगा, सो राइट फ्रॉम द डे आई एम बोर्न, ओके, टिल टुडे इट विल रिमेन सेम, राइट, सो दैट्स अ स्लो डेटा, राइट, सो दैट्स द स्टैटिक डेटा व्हिच नेवर चेंजेस. बट लेट्स से then I get into this light orange frame, which is my address, right, which is slowly changing data, right, or my the different organization that I'm working on, it's slow changing data. But fast changing data is something which changes every hour. Okay, it does not remain same. Okay, customer mood, okay, the customer sentiment, so they keep on changing every now and then, right? Your opinions, they keep on fluctuating now and then, right? So that's the fast changing data. So any data which is changing within few hours to seconds or minutes. And today organizations are transforming their data fabric to leverage insight into fast changing data. And I'll talk about, I'll just take 2 minutes on this, and I'll explain you how organizations are changing this. So let's say आज की तारीख में I'll tell you, okay. So I have an expensive iPhone, okay, which I bought it from, let's say, any of the retail shop, or let's say as part of my package plan, okay. So let's say Jio will give me iPhone with their embedded plans, okay, at some discounted rate. So I'll take their latest iPhone, which is available out there. And what would happen is I've started. It's pretty expensive, right? It's iPhone is a kind of luxury, right? So you would be pretty. You would want to ensure that it does not fall off or it is not damaged easily, okay? And you'll ensure that you try to protect it every time, okay? But let's say एक बार ऐसा हुआ कि you were traveling in train, and it happened that it was quite a rush in your train in the train, and you accidentally dropped your iPhone, right? और ट्रेन में आप इतनी फास्ट स्पीड से जाते हैं और आपका फोन गिर गया, ओके, और गिरा और वो क्रैश हुआ, राइट, और क्रैश होके थोड़ा डैमेज हुआ. इट वाज नॉट दैट इट वाज कंप्लीटली डैमेज. Now what happened is that you did not have insurance for that particular product, right? And you thought that यार मैंने अभी iPhone लिया है 1 महीने पहले, okay, and it's pretty expensive, and if I don't take insurance, okay, I may have to buy another iPhone. It's so ये क्या होता है इसमें? I'm just trying to relate it to you is that जब आपका फोन गिरा, okay, there is an event which is created, right? आपका फोन गिरा, डैमेज हुआ थोड़ा, एंड देन अ थॉट केम इनटू योर माइंड, अ इवेंट. सो बिजनेस में ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में उसको बोलते हैं इवेंट, राइट? एंड आई एम एक्सप्लेनिंग यू सम टर्मिनोलॉजी, सम यूज केसेस व्हिच आर यूज्ड ऑन द फास्ट चेंजिंग डेटा. सो एक इंसिडेंट हुआ, एक इवेंट हुआ, एंड वो इवेंट ने आपके दिमाग में एक लेट्स से एक एक्शन करने के लिए, सो आपका एक एक्शन हुआ कि आपको इंश्योरेंस प्लान देना चाहिए. आपके पास इंश्योरेंस प्लान नहीं है, और ये सारा डेटा आपके जियो के पास है या तो आपके टेलको के पास है, राइट? So वो क्या करेंगे? Because there are sensors in iPhone, right? And this data is being captured, and using this data, if they can make sense that इसका फोन गिरा, okay, and इसने अभी पिछले 2-3 महीने में iPhone खरीदा था, and उसने इंश्योरेंस भी नहीं लिया है, okay, he is likely to buy an insurance. Okay, so based on that event, okay, अगर ये सारा information मेरे पास है और मैं let's say इंश्योरेंस, so मेरे फोन के अंदर let's say it's not completely damaged, so I can operationally I can check my phone, okay, एंड मे बी 15-20 मिनट के बाद मैं एक पॉपअप नोटिफिकेशन देता हूँ कि I have a so telco Jio will have a partner with different, let's say Bajaj Insurance or Tata Insurance or whatever insurances are available by its ecosystem. So वो क्या करेगा, वो इंश्योरेंस का बोलेगा I have sensed that this has happened to your phone. I propose a less plan for you to insure it or to secure your phone further. तो वो इंश्योरेंस प्लान उधर से ले लेगा ऑनलाइन से, ओके, एंड ही विल नॉट हैव टू विजिट सम वेंडर और थर्ड पार्टी फिजिकली इन अ रिटेल शॉप. तो जब ये द आइडिया इज दैट जब आपका एक इवेंट होता है, एक बिजनेस डिफाइंड इवेंट होता है, यू नीड टू लेवरेज दैट इवेंट एंड गिव इनसाइट. सो इट्स अ सेलिंग अपॉर्चुनिटी, राइट? अगर आपका जियो या जो भी वोडाफोन वगैरह उसको अगर इंश्योरेंस प्लान ऑनलाइन नहीं देता था, हो सकता था वो बंदा उसकी नीड की वजह से वो रिटेल शॉप में जाके वो प्लान खरीद लेता था, राइट? सो इट्स सो द time for the opportunity which is created, the window for the opportunity between incident or the business event to buy it is very short, right? So एक event होता है, आपको पता चलता है, आपके पास data है. If you are leveraging it, you can sell and you can have that money from the customer for into your control, right? So customer आपके पास से खरीदेगा rather than going on to retail. So this is a very powerful use case, and this is what we are seeing, that most of the use cases which are there in the industry, fast changing data पे बहुत जा रहे हैं. Okay, so that's just one thought which I wanted to give you, and this is just the elaboration, right? यही बताता है कि time is money, which we all understand. So the idea is that जब एक data point generate होता है, so आपका जो x axis है, it's the lost time, right? and y axis पे आपका value है. So this is a graph between value and time, right? So आपका एक business event 0 second पे होता है, right? यहाँ पे जो मैंने बताया था, फोन गिरना, right? That's a business event, right? and then आपका business event होने के बाद आपके पास वो data आपकी database में आएगा. So that's the data latency, right? So आपका data जैसे business event हुआ, फटक करके आपको database के अंदर आपका data आना चाहिए. डेटा आने के बाद, डेटा तो आ गया, बट इफ यू आर नॉट ट्राइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड द इवेंट, इफ यू आर नॉट ट्राइंग टू एक्सट्रैक्ट द इंफॉर्मेशन आउट ऑफ दैट, सो दैट इज इंफॉर्मेशन डिलीवर्ड. सो आपको पता चलेगा कि अरे इसके साथ ये हुआ है. सो आप क्या करोगे, एक डिसीजन लोगे, आप बोलोगे इसको इंश्योरेंस देना है, राइट? सो यू विल टेक अ बिजनेस एक्शन. सो द टाइम बिटवीन योर बिजनेस इवेंट टू बिजनेस एक्शन शुड बी वेरी लेस, so that you can make more money. The competition or the company can make a lot of opportunities, and jitna ye and this is an idealistic case, okay, but ये इतना ऐसा नहीं होता, okay. कस्टमर्स को अगर हम लोग सही टाइम पे उनको जो चीज चाहिए उनको ऑफर नहीं किया, they will go somewhere else, okay. So the gist of this slide is कि जो डेटा का वैल्यू है, okay, it degrades over a period of time. और हर डेटा पॉइंट का हर वैल्यू होता है. ऐसा नहीं कि सब डेटा का 6 घंटे के बाद it loses its value. ऐसा नहीं होता. हर डेटा पॉइंट्स का अलग अलग वैल्यू होता है. And if you act within that time frame, you will get benefits out of that data value. Now this is what somebody talked about, right? Driving big data to last mile. and आपके पास डेटा है, आपके पास इतना सारा डेटा है, आपने उसको पॉलिश कर दिया, अच्छा बना दिया. अब क्या, आपको उसका इंसाइट लेना है. इंसाइट करके आपको रेकमेंड करना है, बिकॉज जितना भी डिजिटल, जितना भी लेट्स से उबर है, Amazon है, ओके, उनके पास बहुत सारा डेटा रहता है, राइट? And they have a strong data strategy, okay. And I have a use case. We'll talk about Uber sometimes, in few slides. And it's very interesting to understand the complexity. It's very challenging and it's very interesting at the same time. Say understanding that जो digital economies करते हैं जैसे Uber वगैरह है, उनके पास कोई assets नहीं है. It's all there on the app, right? And the data which they collect, the people which they consume, and how fast it is happening, right? अगर उनका जो business strategy या data strategy is not right, what will probably happen is that their business will collapse, right? Or they would not make money, they would be in losses. So it's very imperative. I'll give you an example of one of the company. So Stitch Fix, right? So the company name is Stitch Fix. Stitch Fix क्या करता है? Stitch Fix एक टेलर की दुकान है, राइट? हम लोग आज के टाइम में क्या करते हैं, टेलर की शॉप में जाते हैं, उसको क्लोथ्स के साइज देते हैं एंड कपड़ा देते हैं, वो स्टिच करके हम लोग को दे देता है, राइट? सो दैट्स द ट्रेडिशनल वे ऑफ physically doing it. अगर मैं आपको यही experience अगर digitally दूं एंड मैं ऐसा बिजनेस मॉडल बनाऊं, सो ये जो स्टिच फिक्स करके जो कंपनी है उनका जो बिजनेस मॉडल है, इट्स ऑल ऑन डेटा, राइट? उनका उनका ऑफरिंग ऐसा है, so they'll ask you, so if you go on stitchfix.com, okay, it's usually operated in United States, and they have solid, AI ML data strategy, उनके पास बहुत बहुत अच्छा है, okay, and today if you go at their website, आप it's a kind of a tailor shop, right? आप उनकी वेबसाइट पे जाओगे, सो आपको 10 क्वेश्चंस पूछेंगे, कुछ क्वेश्चंस पूछेंगे, आपको पूछना वो पूछेंगे आपको कैसा कपड़ा कौन सा कलर अच्छा होता है, सो बेसिक क्वेश्चन, anybody can answer, right? And maybe you can write down, and then they'll take that data from you, okay? और फिर उन लोग क्या करेंगे पता, आपके पास 5 to 6 डिफरेंट बने हुए कपड़े आपके घर भेजेंगे। मे बी आपको शर्ट चाहिए तो 5 से 6 डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ डिजाइन वो आपको बना के घर पे भेजेंगे, ओके, दे विल शिप इट टू यू, एंड देयर ऑफरिंग इज दैट कीप व्हाट यू लाइक एंड सेंड व्हाट यू डोंट लाइक, ओके? सो आप समझ रहे हो कि अगर मेरा बिजनेस मॉडल, अगर डेटा स्ट्रेटेजी इतना स्ट्रांग नहीं है, अगर मैंने जो कपड़े बना के शर्ट या जीन्स या टी शर्ट्स जैकेट वगैरह जो बना के उनको भेजा है मेरे कस्टमर्स को, अगर उन्होंने सारे रिटर्न कर दिए, and this is a part of their refund policy, सारे रिटर्न कर दिए, so that's a loss for me, right? So they ensure that they understand the customer preferences, they address the customer what they want, okay, and they have built a strong business model around it, or the data model around it, so that they can get benefit out of it, so that अगर मैं 5 बेचता हूँ तो पांचों का 5 रख सकता, I mean रखना चाहिए वो बंदा, so that they can make more money out of it, right? So this is the digital transfer, and this is why your data is very core, okay, to drive a successful digital business, okay? And that's where driving big data to last mile is what matters in such digital economy, okay? So I'll talk about the different phases in which the data is consumed into an organization. So first is descriptive. Most of you might have known, right? जो हमारे पास पिछले से 10 साल से data है. Descriptive helps you understand आपके data के साथ क्या हुआ, आपके पास जो customers आए हैं, right? वो कितने customers आए हैं? 10 आए हैं 10 साल में, 1000 आए हैं, कितने आए, कितना sales हुआ है? So it talks about history, right? What happened? Okay, and that's very descriptive. It has been into business for quite some time, in 15 to 20 years back, right? And that's where you have reports, okay, the drop down reports, which we have the Excel sheet reports, all that is there in the descriptive reports. Now let's talk about the diagnostic report. Why did that happen? Okay, अगर मैं RCA करना चाहता हूँ कि सिर्फ 100 लोग क्यों आए, if I'm trying to draw a correlation, right, I'll try to do a diagnostic, understand the data, dissect the data, right? So I'll try to understand क्यों हुआ वो, right? That's where I'll use the interactive dashboard. Interactive dashboards are like Power BI, Click, or Tableau, where I have a full dashboard. I can know, अगर मेरा I have let's say 10 different stores spread across India, तो पुणे के अंदर 10 लोग ये महीने में क्यों आए, आने चाहिए थे 100. So is that कुछ curfew था, or maybe whatever it could be, right? So you can make sense out of the data, you can diagnose the data. All that is possible using interactive dashboards powered by Power BI, or maybe let's say Click or Tableau, right? That's where it's diagnostic. Predictive is that आपके पास जो पिछला डेटा था, क्या मैं चेक कर सकता हूँ, क्या मैं आइडेंटिफाई कर सकता हूँ leveraging that past data कि नेक्स्ट मंथ में मेरा सेल्स कितना होगा. अगर आपको पता चलेगा कि मेरा सेल्स इतने डॉलर का होगा या इतने पैसे का या रुपीस का होगा, then you can have the inventories, आप ऑर्डर वैसे दे सकते हो, राइट? ओके, सो दैट देयर इज अ लेस लॉस. ओके, तो क्या होगा, okay, you can just predict using the previous data or the trends which will follow, and there are a lot of assumptions around it. Okay, it's not 100% true, but there are some limitations, but it can give some idea. So that is where you are taking some idea from the data to make some decision, right? And then there is prescriptive. Let's say आपको पता है कि मोइन को या किसी को he's a gadget freak, right? Or maybe he's a gaming enthusiast, right? Or maybe he likes to wear some trendy clothes. आपको पता है आपके डेटा से, तो आप recommendation करोगे किसी को कि मोइन आप एयरपोर्ट आया है, you should try an airpod, right? या let's say एक नई जीन्स लॉन्च हुई है, नया ब्रांड लॉन्च हुआ है, आप ये ट्राई करना चाहिए, right? So you are helping, recommending or doing these insights from your data okay, and trying to increase your business. So this is what we talk about. So on the left hand side is my data, and on the right hand side is my insight. So this was the data to insight journey, which is followed in different organizations. Okay, I'll take 10-second break. Please let me know any comments. If you guys have, it's little tough. I'll try to pitch it up, a little fast, so that we can go to the end and I can explain you what it is. The data career path and all that. This is another graph, very very important, and you might have seen, right? कि आपके पास डेटा होता है on the left hand side. So data to insight, right? Data to action. Basically insight से भी आगे हम लोग जाते हैं, right? And I just talked about that in the previous slide. आपके पास डेटा है, right? So ये देखते डेटा आपके पास है. So it's all scattered around, right? ये एक डेटा आपका बात करता है साइट विजिट. So कस्टमर कौन कौन मेरे साइट पे आए हैं, right? And I'll just take more relevant example. मीडिया मॉनिटरिंग. So यहाँ पे एक डेटा पॉइंट है जो बोलता है मीडिया मॉनिटरिंग, राइट? बट आपको ज्यादा आइडिया नहीं बता पाता कि मीडिया मॉनिटरिंग यानी क्या, राइट? सो डेटा इज वेरी रूडिमेंटरी, वेरी रॉ. इंफॉर्मेशन आपको डेटा को ग्रुप करके देगा. इट विल मेक मोर सेंस. सो डेटा बहुत रूडिमेंटरी है, इंफॉर्मेशन इज एट लिटिल हाई लेवल. इट विल मेक अ लॉजिकल अंडरस्टैंडिंग फॉर यू, राइट? सो ये जो मेरा मीडिया मॉनिटरिंग है, इफ आई से इट्स अ मीटिंग इंटरव्यू डेटा, राइट? Or maybe webinar data, right? So that is my information. Knowledge is a little more about it, right? Connecting the dots, right? So that's where we talk about knowledge. So webinar, so I can understand, okay, so this was related to webinar. Yeah, webinar, was it related to meetings, or was it related to interviews, or was it related to technical guidance? Okay, and what was that? It was a media monitoring. So it gives you step by step understanding कि knowledge था, तो knowledge किसके बारे में था, उसके बाद क्या था, right? So it connects data at very raw level. And then insight is that लोगों ने ये webinar पे कितने लोग कौन से टाइम पे कभी join किए, right? So I can get the data because people can participate, drop off, participate. So I can understand that data. So I know what is that insight, right? So here is that इतने लोग participate किए, इतने लोगों ने क्या किया. So that's the insight part about it. Now going to wisdom. Wisdom is, let's say, मेरे ये webinar पे जब हम लोग start कर रहे थे, okay, there were a lot of drops which were happening, and that was probably a technical, problem, right? Maybe आपका, जो product था वो जो आपने let's say Zoom का product लिया था, वो that was a free version. So मुझे पता है कि ये free version के अंदर ये issue है. So what I can do is I can recommend, okay, saying that आप क्यों enterprise version या webinar version क्यों नहीं लेते? Because webinar version के अंदर there are a lot of people who can join this meeting, right? So recommending or taking action on the data is what is the data to action journey over there, right? So this is all about making sense out of data. Now coming to the databases, right? So हमने बात किया data to insight, data में से value निकालना, right? And now we'll talk about data को कैसे store करना. What are the technologies which are available? So in today's time, so there are roughly around 300 different applications which are running the live instances of the database, right? So there is, so for the data enthusiast over there, there's a website by the name of DB Engines, right? And you can go over there and you can understand the ranking from the enterprise side. Okay, so Oracle is the master, right? So Oracle is still championing the databases for everybody. Okay, फिर उसके बाद MySQL आता है, फिर Microsoft SQL आता है, फिर Postgre आता है. So there are a lot of databases which are available in the enterprise, and there are roughly around 300 databases listing out there, right? So अभी मैं आपको ये नहीं बोलूँगा कि आप सारे 300 databases पढ़ो, right? सारे 300 databases like very difficult task. But what I would suggest is उसके groups होते हैं, right? So something on the left hand side is what a relational database. आपको एक relational database आना चाहिए, which could be Oracle or MySQL, okay? Microsoft का होना चाहिए या तो Oracle का होना चाहिए, which is RDBMS. To guys who I'm just trying to give that RDBMS is where you store your transactional data, which is there in most of the transactional application. Then as your NoSQL. NoSQL के अंदर भी काफी सारे databases हैं, and I've tried to put it on that what are the different, उसके अंदर भी सब टाइप्स होते हैं, NoSQL के अंदर भी सब टाइप्स होते हैं, like document database, MongoDB is a part of a document database, key value database. Okay, GraphDB will take up a quite of push into enterprises. Okay, that's the report which I've read in 2023 onwards. It will be one of the best skills to sort after. Okay, so Neo4j is one of the leading GraphDB which is out there, and I'm currently exploring that. I have some understanding of what's Neo4j and the graph algorithms. It has a lot of power in giving that data to insight or taking your models to next stage, right? Then there is time series database. Okay, so these are all NoSQL databases. Okay, उसके बाद होते हैं in memory databases. So in memory databases जब आपको cache memory होती है, right? You don't have to send your data onto your offshore or maybe back-end data centers. So आपके पास cache memory होती है. So cache memory is nothing but that is what is your in-memory databases. And आपने सुना रहेगा databases as services, right? So there are आपको जो data store करना है as a service भी store कर सकते हो. There are certain databases on those lines as well. Okay. Now this is very interesting part. So for the guys who are into big data, right, or they are working into the data ecosystem, यहाँ पे मैं ये बताने वाला हूँ कि अगर data आता है मेरे raw data source system से और वो BI level पे, तो क्या क्या involved होता है अंदर, right? And I'll specifically focus on. So there is a lot of confusion between people talking about data lake, data warehouse, data mart. Okay, ये सब क्या होते हैं and how are they different in their own capacity, when to use when and how to use where. Okay, so I'll just talk about it. So let's say आपके left hand side में data sources है, right? So it could be आपके CRM data, billing data, sales data. Okay, so customer data. So these are the databases which are there. Then it could also be your third party data. Okay, and then you have your web data, website का जो data होता है, clickstream data, okay, which is fast changing data, right? So it's the log database, right? So there are different sort of databases, okay, उसमें से उनके अलग अलग databases रहते हैं, आपको वहां से data निकालना है, right? You have to do ETL. So ETL is extract, transform and load, right? So आपको वहां से data निकालना है, आपको centralized repository. So this is your centralized repository. अगर एक आप बड़ी कंपनी में काम करते हो, आपके पास बहुत सारे छोटे छोटे डिफरेंट एप्लीकेशंस होंगे, वहां से डेटा आपको लेके एक सेंट्रलाइज्ड डेटाबेस में डालना है, so that you can make sense at an organization level, not at an application level, right? So that's where you perform an ETL, and that's where data lake, data warehouse and data mart comes into picture, right? So अभी data lake में क्या होता है? Data lake में आपके पास जितना भी डेटा है, okay, it is just dumped. Okay, data lake है. Okay, so from the name of it, it consists of unstructured, structured, everything, right? And I'll talk to you about the benefits of using the different types of these data hubs, which I call them, into what usage, right? So data lake में सब कुछ आप dump करते हो, historical से लेके unstructured से लेके semi structured लेके सब dump करते हो, right? Data फिर data lake में से आप data warehouse में वही data लेके जाते हो जिसको आपको use करना रहता है, right? आपको use cases बनाना रहता है, right? So that's where you use data warehouse. Okay, and then उसके बाद you use data marts. Data marts is like very small. So आपको sales पे काम करना है, right? Finance पे काम करना है, marketing पे काम करना है. So आपको data बना के देंगे, छोटा सा data बना के देंगे. It will be organizational level data, right? So these are the data marts. So data marts are very small one. And if you see, these are the reporting layers: AI, BI and analytics. So marketing dashboards, finance dashboard. अगर किसी को CSV वगैरह चाहिए external party को, so I can give it from my data warehouse, right? But data science, AI, ML, machine learning जो हमें करना है, it is usually done on data lake, because that's where your data is persistent. Okay, it's a noisy data. You would want to make sense out of that data, and data science folks, they use data lake for their consumption, right? थोड़ा और refined view देता हूँ मैं यहाँ पे. This is where I'll show you that this is the same thing but थोड़ा refined version है. तो data lake में कैसा data होता है? Data lake में I just mentioned that it's a raw data. Okay, उसमें न तो transformation होता है, न तो single source of truth होता है. There is no schema restriction. You can just dump it. Okay, so that's the data lake. Data lake. Data warehouse में क्या होता है? आप data को थोड़ा join करते हो. Let's say आपका customer का data है, आपका वेबसाइट का डेटा है, तो आप ज्वाइन करके इसको एक सेंस बनाओगे, राइट? यू हैव अ प्रॉपर रिकॉर्ड फॉर दैट. सो अगर आप बोलोगे मोइन ने कितने क्लिक्स किया था, कितने ऑर्डर किया था ऑनलाइन में, सो यू विल बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड फ्रॉम दैट डेटा रिकॉर्ड. सो दैट्स डेटा वेयरहाउस. देन डेटा को मॉडल करना. data modeling is again a different area wherein you make more dimensionally, sensible, logically grouped data, okay, so which can be further consumed by business groups. जैसा आप रिपोर्टिंग वाले लोग हैं या फिर आपके सेल्स वाले लोग हैं, उनको डेटा के बारे में ज्यादा नहीं पता रहता, राइट? सो वो लोग को डेटा मार्ट वगैरह दे देंगे और वहां से वो लोग डेटा कंज्यूम करते रहेंगे एंड दे कैन जस्ट check their data. So that's where the difference between data lake, data warehouse, and data marts are there. Okay. Now this is a elaborate view of what data lake, data warehouse, and data mart looks like. Okay. What is their use cases? Okay. The time to market, उनको implement करने के लिए कितना expensive है, user perspective कितने users उसको use कर सकते हैं, और data को कितना वो संभाल सकते हैं, right? So these are different areas on which we are trying to compare data lake. It's a self read. I've just explained you. Okay, so data lake को manage करना बहुत ही expensive होता है. Okay, because it's too much of data. उसको बनाने के लिए भी बहुत ही time लगता है. Okay, and on the similar side, data mart is very small, easy on your pocket. Okay, and you can spin up the data mart quite easily. Okay, but data mart cannot handle your unstructured volumetric data, right? So this is the slide which talks about what all it is over here. Oh, this I'll just take 10-second breather. Now let's move to industry application. अभी हम लोग digital companies के बारे में बात करते हैं, right? We are talking about business models. Stitch Fix के बारे में बात किया. अभी I have put Uber business model over here, which I got a hand on. Okay, हम लोग सब Uber use कर चुके हैं, Ola वगैरह, right? And I just want you to help understand the scale. Okay, उनका organization में कितना सारा data sources होता है, right? So Uber के पास drivers होते हैं, right? जिनके maybe vehicles होते हैं जिनके पास, okay, and this is probably Uber platform from US, so that's where you can see they have scooters, they have limousines, they have e-bikes. Okay, so you have the driver data. ड्राइवर का बहुत सारा इंफॉर्मेशन रहेगा, व्हीकल का डेटा, बहुत सारा व्हीकल का इंफॉर्मेशन रहेगा. ओके, व्हीकल का डेटा पूरे यूएस में, यूएस के बाहर, राइट? सो ऐसा नहीं होगा कि जो डेटा बनाया रहेगा, जो डेटा स्ट्रेटेजी बनाया रहेगा, सिर्फ यूएस के लिए कुछ अलग रहेगा, इंडिया के लिए अलग रहेगा, यूरोप के लिए अलग रहेगा. They would want a technology which can be used across the globe, right? And that's where the digital the digital companies are there. They have a very strong data strategy or the technologies, and that's where they have to keep on evolving their different technologies which they are using on a daily basis, right? फिर let's say ये अपना vehicle का data हो गया. Uber Air, okay, आपका let's say if you're using Uber air travel, let's say jet planes, private planes or helicopter rides. Okay, Uber is also into Uber Eats, right? So they are into restaurants as well. So उनका वो भी data रहता है, right? Uber is also into freight management, right? So carrier logistics वो भी रहता है. Uber के साथ दूसरी कंपनीज पार्टनरशिप करती है, राइट? सो उबर के साथ इंश्योरेंस कंपनी भी पार्टनरशिप करेंगी, पेमेंट वाली कंपनी भी पार्टनरशिप करेगी, राइट? वेयर दे कैन उबर के साथ इट कुड आल्सो बी लेट्स से टूरिज्म कंपनीज भी पार्टनरशिप करेंगी कि अगर लेट्स से मोइन यहाँ से पूना जाता है, ओके, बाय यूजिंग उबर, and I can take that insight saying, Moin, as you have landed in Pune, you can stay in ITC Marathon or maybe Taj Hotel, right? So this is the type which they have, and they can send an offer through Uber platform only, right? So this is a big, complex, vast ecosystem. अभी आप ये समझो इसमें से डेटा कितना निकलता रहेगा, right? And this I'll show you the technology stack or the architecture, not the complicated. But यहाँ पे कैसा है? Data is real time, okay, streaming होता है. अभी आप Uber को open करके देखेंगे, हर movement पे वो vehicle keeps moving, right? So you need to track the vehicle data, which is IoT, right? Which is like vehicle data, which is sent out every second. Okay, मेरा यहाँ पे था, okay, let's say it was in Jogeshwari Behrenbagh, after 2 minutes it went to Millet school, then after 2 minutes it reached to Jogeshwari station. So and I'm just giving a very simplified example, but हर second पे data generate होता है, generate होके उसको store होता है, store होके उसको process करके आपकी screen पे दिखता है, right? And that's where you come to know कि भैया आप कितने दूर हो, right? And that's how the data is bought from raw data inside, so that you can understand. And this has to be, ऐसा नहीं है कि बंदा Behnambag में आ गया है, and I'm still seeing that he's 30 minutes away from me, right? So that model does not sustain, right? And that could be that data आया, process किया, technology में problem था या कुछ down था. That's not an excuse for them, right? They have to be dot accurate on the data strategy, and that's what I'll show you. Okay, and this is one of the slides where I would want to talk about जो भी use cases होते हैं इनके पास, right? So it's all tied to your KPIs, right? So this is a good slide from Confluent, who are pioneering in Kafka. Okay, so Kafka was founded on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn से पहले Kafka बना था, and then they open sourced it. And the guys who were part of that initial team, they found another company by the name of Confluent. If you are into big data, you should definitely look into their data space. They are doing wonderful stuff, right? So जब हम data strategy बनाते हैं, okay, it's all about business value, right? मेरे पास data है, मुझे क्या करना है, मुझे पैसा कमाना है, so मैं कैसे करूँगा, right? So this is the mapping which everybody does onto the digital scale, right? So I have a business value. या तो मुझे revenue बनाना है, नया पैसा बनाना है, okay? या तो मुझे मेरा जो cost है उसको कम करना है, right? या तो फिर जो fraud है, जो मेरे पास पैसा है उसको कोई fraud करके लेके नहीं जाए. I have to protect my money. So there are three levers. Always remember, for data strategy, this has to be aligned with whatever use cases you are doing. If there is no mapping, okay, then it's of no use for pursuing the case study. So आज की date में, if I would want to identify that which use case to prioritize, I'll ensure that यार कौन सा वाला use case मुझे कौन सा benefit देता है, and whether it is aligning with my data strategy, right? So first thing is make money, okay. Second thing is save money, and third thing is protect money, right? And मुझे कैसा करना है? So you can see over here, right? Make money के अंदर, okay, I have to give real time app updates. Let's say make money के अंदर, जैसा मैंने आपको अगर आपका मोबाइल गिर जाता है, थर्ड पार्टी पार्टनर के थ्रू मेरा इंश्योरेंस का आपको ऑफर किया है, राइट? सो दैट्स वेयर आई एम मेकिंग मनी, राइट? और एल्स लेट्स से आप बॉम्बे से पुणे ट्रैवल कर रहे हो, राइट? आप पुणे में लैंड हुए, फिर किसी कंपनी के थ्रू आपने टाई अप किया, एंड देन यू आर सेइंग दैट आप मेरी होटल में रह सकते हो. सो दैट्स अ मेक मनी, राइट? बट मेक मनी ऐसा है कि इट इज हेल्पफुल फॉर द यूजर, राइट? अगर मैं बॉम्बे से पुणे जाता हूँ तो पुणे में उतर के आई वुड वांट टू स्टे समवेयर इफ आई एम स्टेइंग ओवर देयर, राइट? सो that's contextualizing or hyper the use case, the offer to my customer, right? And that's where is the push to make more money, right? Using the data. Save money is that अगर मुझे कोई काम के लिए okay 10 लोग लगेंगे, is that proper estimate? Or can I say that I can have 3 people, okay, working in 24/7 shift, and they can cover that much work, okay? So making that decision for operationing, right? or do I need to operate my machines 8 hours in a day, or 24/7? Can I have it so understanding to operationalizing and trying to reduce your money, so all those use cases, okay, it will come under your decreased cost. Then protect your money. जो fraudulent transactions होते हैं, right? or maybe जो security attacks होते हैं, उसमें से क्या होता है कि आपका कोई पैसा बैंक अकाउंट में से लेके गया. So that's like protecting your money. So these are the use cases which every organization tries to revolve around their these 3 levers or the pillars, right? And that's how they identify, and data plays a critical role. Along with data, there are other complementary techniques which are used, but data is of primary importance. This is where I'll just talk about distributed computing. So when you talk about big data, हम लोग ने बात किया कि big data कैसा होता है. I would not go into explaining the technologies कैसे होता है. Just to give you an idea, you can understand, right? So I have petabyte scale of data, right? 400 trillion DVD data which is generated, right? So मैं कैसे करूँगा? So क्या होता है ना? So when I say distributed computing, उसमें क्या होता है? I have a master, okay? So एक computer होता है, एक machine होता है, जो कि master होता है, right? और उसके साथ सारे slaves होते हैं, right? So यहाँ पे एक master है, okay? यहाँ और यहाँ पे 2 slaves है. तो क्या होता है कि अगर let's say अगर मैं ऐसा बोलता हूँ कि I'm giving a big data query, okay, on the large data scale, okay, on the current tweeting which is happening, how much of that tweets is coming out of Mumbai, okay? So मुझे सारे tweets लेने पड़ेंगे जो दुनिया में होते हैं, okay, और उसको फटक करके जल्दी से मुझे I need to understand that there could be SLA is defined, right? Or metric is defined that whether within 2 seconds, 3 seconds, I need that output. So I need an output that how many people are currently tweeting in Mumbai across the world, right? Because Twitter pay, it's across the globe. So I need just for Mumbai, right? So it will अब ये you can imagine on this way is that सारे ग्लोबल पे यूएस में क्या होता है, हर सिटी में क्या होता है, उसमें से लेके मुंबई का लेके आना है, राइट? एंड वो क्विकली लेके आना है, राइट? एंड दैट्स द बिग डेटा व्हिच यू वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड. सो इसमें सेटअप ऐसा होता है कि यू हैव अ मास्टर नोड. ओके, मास्टर नोड के पास देन देयर आर स्मॉलर स्लेव्स और प्राइमरी सेकेंडरी नोड्स, राइट? सो मास्टर नोड क्या करेगा, वो क्वेरी लेगा. अच्छा, आपको बॉम्बे का सारा ट्वीट स्टेट, देन इट विल डिस्ट्रीब्यूट. It will saying that node 1 आप यूएस में से देखो, node 2 आप इंडिया में से देखो, node 3 आप इंडोनेशिया में से देखो, node 4 आप लंदन में से देखो, and then it will distribute the task across the slave. Okay, सब लोग अपना अपना लॉजिकली काम करेंगे and they'll give the data to the master. So अगर डेटा डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हो जाएगा, like let's say I'll just take a very simple example. अगर आप सेल्स मैनेजर हैं, ओके, इंडिया के सेल्स मैनेजर है किसी कंपनी के, और आपको सर्वे करना है पूरे स्टेट्स में, जितने भी स्टेट्स हैं इंडिया में, सबके सर्वे करना है, तो आप अकेले सब स्टेट्स में जाओगे तो ज्यादा टाइम लगेगा, राइट? एंड दैट्स नॉट फीजिबल. तो आप क्या करोगे, आप हर स्टेट की रिप्रेजेंटेटिव करोगे. ओके, सो यू विल वर्क इन अ हायरार्की. आप महाराष्ट्र के स्टेट को बोलेंगे गिव मी ट्राई टू कवर एंड गिव मी द सर्वे आउटपुट in next 2 days. So वो लोग सब काम करके they'll collate it for every state and they'll send it to you. So this is much more faster. This is distributed computing and आप बहुत सारा area you are trying to leverage, okay, or you're trying to cover, okay, in less number of time. And this is the actual distributed computing which is happening over here. Okay, now let's move forward. I'll not explain this. This is the technology view. So हम लोग ने उबर की बात की. उबर का जो लोकेशन का डेटा होता है वो रियल टाइम आता है. ओके, सो दिस इज सो आफ्टर डेटा which is generated, you need to collect the data. After collection, you need to process the data. So what are the steps, right? Data आता है, collect करना होता है, process करना होता है, store करना होता है, and then you have to analyze it, right? And this has to be like within quick seconds, okay? And that's where I was explaining. अगर हम Uber को open करके देते हैं, you can see the data which is generated and the output which you get. So यहाँ पे मेरा Uber का location है, and this is the geolocation, or I can see where that driver is, right? So collect करने के लिए you need Kafka or NiFi. Okay, so there are list of big data technology which comes in the collect. You need to identify, pick which is the relevant one. Okay, and this is known as streaming processing. So there is a streaming processing and the batch processing which is coming, and you need to select appropriate technology over there. अगर आपको process करना है big data, so there is a Spark, okay, which is again a beautiful framework which is there. You can, using that framework, you can run millions of query onto your big data platform. You can build machine learning as well. फिर उसके बाद you can store that data into your databases, NoSQL, data warehouse, data hubs, whatever it could be, and then you can have a dashboard to analyze that data. Okay, this is a very simplified view. This is a little complex view. I'll skip it for time being. Okay, I want to show you. Okay, so we talked about data to action, right? So अगर मेरे पास data source से generate होता है, ठीक है, app से generate होता है, sensor से generate होता है, I need to do an information management. I need to store that data. I need to perform machine learning. I need to build bots or cognitive or continuous intelligence system. I need to have dashboarding and visualization. Okay, and this is where the people will consume, right? So I can have a front ending. So इसमें कैसा होता है कि this is known as system of insight or system of intelligence, and this is known as system of engagements, right? So right from the source, these are the technology stacks which are available, and I have already talked about it in the previous slide. So this is again skip through. I'll try and spend a good amount of time. This is what it looks like, right? In the company of Uber or maybe Geo or maybe Amazon, right? And you can understand from your perspective is that सब लोग इस पे काम कर सकते हैं, right? And this is a wide ecosystem, right? आप data ingestion करते हैं, right? So कैसे कैसे frameworks होते हैं, right? Data enrichment होता है, data protection होता है, correlation होता है, computes होता है, AI/ML होता है, okay? And this is the flow in which all this happens, right? database, right? In-memory database, some data monitoring management, right? And then you have your security layer, data secure hona chahiye, data cloud bhi hona chahiye, or it has to be on your prem. So these are the finer version or smaller version of your data which is there. Okay, so we are moving to the last steps where we'll talk about how to make a transitioning into data career, right? And this is the we'll talk about. Okay, so now we just have around 2-3 slides which we'll talk about. So data के अंदर कितने different types of job roles होते हैं, right? And this slide captures some of them. Okay, so you have data admin, database administration होता है, business analyst होता है, data engineer होता है. Data engineer works on your Spark, ensuring that you collect the data, you process the data, and you store the data into database, right? Data architect will make that data fabric end to end. क्या technology use होना चाहिए, कौन सा technology based on what metric, सारा वो details वो capture करता है, वो बताता है, वो strategize करता है. Data analyst is somebody who queries the data every now and then. So that is his job. Okay, and data science is that he's trying to use different algorithms onto your data. Okay, and I've captured certain views on that. आपको it's not necessary कि आपको programming आनी ही चाहिए, right? आपको कोई tools आता है, let's say like Tableau or drag and drop tool, you can still use, you can do the data analysis. So आप data analyst के अंदर देखोगे, okay, software engineering करना it's not primary, right? You can do data analysis on Excel, you can do data analysis on certain other frameworks. So this slide captures all about what component is important to what role. Okay, that's the matrix, that's what it talks about, right? And this is a very important slide to understand that these three trends are converging: data, cloud, and intelligence, and that's the way forward that the industry is seeing. I'll just give you a quick market survey which was conducted in 2019 to help you understand market mein kya chalta, right? So this was a survey which was done in some conference which was conducted by an industry. This is the industry participation, like finance ke log kitne the, financial organization se, healthcare se, aur dusri jagah se kitne log the. Okay, and this is the role, whether who were interviewed: CDO, analytics officer, CIO, marketing officer. So these are like the guys who are defining the data strategy, right? And then they are talking about how much are they trying to invest in big data and AI, right? And the need. So if you see, all of them are saying that we have to pursue data and AI, and the urgency is also high. It's at 87% of guys have talked about that we have to invest in data and AI, right? And they also believe that data and AI will help them into transforming there and staying ahead in the competition, right? And what is the range in which they are trying to invest, right? So why I'm showing you this is that आपको पता चले कि market में क्या expectations है, कितना पैसा आ रहा है. अगर investment होगा तो jobs create होंगे, and then you can have a focused understanding, and then you can choose that career, right? So that's where I've tried to put it across, right? So investment कितना करेंगे AI ML में, cloud में, digital में, blockchain में, right? And if you're trying to do it in advanced analytics, what are the use cases they're trying to build? Okay, so this is the view which talks about, and the numbers are all promising, saying that data and AI is going to stay, right? And people are investing heavily into it, right? Now, this is the main slide that, let's say, if I'm a new entrant, मुझे कुछ data के बारे में पता ही नहीं, right? I'm just understanding Unix भी नहीं आता, Excel sheet use करता हूँ. So incrementally, अगर आपको एक 12 महीने में, okay, over a year, you would want to understand that आपको big data समझना है, तो data से अच्छे से जानना है. So what technology skills you need to pick up? This is more on the technology side. I'll just talk about, okay, I've prioritized them for you, okay, based on your, where you are, what stage you are, you can, skip that and take it from there onwards, right? So first thing is that you have to start with Unix, Linux, or Ubuntu, whatever you are comfortable with that. Spend 1 month on understanding that. I'm considering that in 1 week, you're spending around 5 to 6 hours on on these technologies, right? And there's a lot of MOOCs platform available, Coursera, Udemy, it's all there, but just don't get bogged down by it. Take one course, complete one at a time, then move forward. Look at the charter, build it, write it, and ensure that you are progressing on a daily basis, right? And that's where you'll understand, you'll realize the benefit of investing in the learnings, right? So Unix पहले करना है, बहुत strong करना है, okay? उसके बाद structured RDBMS करना है, MySQL वगैरह करना है, database level पे समझना है कि RDBMS कैसा होता है. Then you have to pick in SQL. SQL is used everywhere, any database. The flavor would change. अगर आप Node.js वगैरह, अगर आप let's say Neo4 या Graph algorithm use करते हो तो वहाँ पे Cypher SQL आता है. The flavor would change, but primary understanding of SQL will always be there. GitHub, आपको Git के command सीखना है, आपको Git पे, why I have put Git over here is that the freshers or the professionals who are moving on to data, create a GitHub account, try to put whatever you are creating, whatever shape, don't be so shy, try to put it on GitHub, okay? Try to create that repository. It will not happen in one day, it will evolve, okay? But you have to get used to Git, okay? It's the de facto in how the people are using it. And you can have the GitHub ka link into your resume, and anybody who would want to know yaar kaisa kaam karta hai, kaisa coding karta hai, so that's the way you can show it to them, right? That's a very powerful area. Then pick up Python, spend 1 month around understanding a little bit of Python. Python is again a big ecosystem. Just try to do data wrangling, data processing, data scrapping, but zyada mat karo. Try to get a flavor of Python, okay? Then understand Hadoop, okay? Hadoop kaisa chalta hai, okay? MapReduce kaisa chalta hai. Try to understand Hadoop. Hadoop पे भी बहुत सारा होता है. Just limit yourself to logical understanding of Hadoop, okay? If you get hands-on, it's good, but I would insist to do hands-on a lot more on Spark, okay? Spark is an extension of Hadoop or an improvised version of Hadoop. Hadoop will fade away, will go away. Spark will remain in an ecosystem because it has identified and differentiated itself in its way. Spark karo, Spark, because Spark does everything in big data, right? Python आपका नहीं कर पाएगा. Python will fail in certain instances. Spark सब करेगा. Spark is a framework wherein you can do analytics, machine learning, you can do streaming, you can do query language भी कर सकते हैं, and there is graph component, GraphX करके भी एक उसमें module है which you can do. So it is a rich module ecosystem which is there. Spark, do Spark. Spark के बाद एक NoSQL सीखो, because Spark can fit onto S3 or Mongo or Hadoop, okay? MongoDB karo so that you have that NoSQL flavor which is there. After NoSQL, I would suggest go to Kafka. Okay, Kafka is like real stream data जो आता है. You can generate a data over here and it is available in your ecosystem or Spark database for your, Kafka is a little, complex. So that's where I put it then. But it's really good to have. Try to get that Kafka into your, technical understanding or resume. And then there is a Power BI or maybe Tableau. So that you have, so this, if you have this ecosystem or if you have an understanding over 1 year time period, okay, I think any company doing data as an entrant will definitely take you there, right? And this is a strong profile showcasing me that he knows the data track, okay? And this technologies do also expand into cloud, expand into AI, expand into blockchain to some extent in some different flavor. So this is your foundation. Ensure you spend 1 year or 6 months based on where you are. Spend the time on this, technology area. Prioritize. I may not be right. You can, based on your understanding, if you are there, you can move it somewhere. But this is what I feel. If you are an entrant, this is where you need to start and get started. Oh, we are at end. Thank you. Thanks. Bill, what we'll do is we'll open up for Q&A. And then I'll try. So if there is any question from anybody, any clarification, if you would want to get somewhere, please let us know. Okay. I have a question about data virtualization. Yes, Mohsen, you're right. Data virtualization is there. It's been adopted by the organizations who have already good ground level of understanding. So Denodo, K2View, okay, are onto those data virtualization area. Sorry, that was data visualization. Sorry. So can you please let us know about data visualization demand and what technology should we learn? Okay, so data visualization data visualization is, so आपको अगर आप let's say 5 साल का एक्सपीरियंस है तो आपको कोई डेटा विजुअलाइजेशन के लिए बहुत कम रिक्वायरमेंट्स होगी. ओके, डेटा विजुअलाइजेशन इज लाइक गुड टू हैव. ओके, अगर आपको पावर बी या 1 साल के लिए आता है, it's a good to have kind, it's not like mandatory like SQL. It strengthens your data understanding. So Power BI is there, it's quite पहले Tableau था मार्केट में, Tableau was like widespread, but what we are seeing, customers are looking for Power BI because Microsoft maybe has strategically invested in pursuing that. So by Power BI there is a free version which is available. Download it, play with it. If you know SQL, I think 1 month you learn Power BI. Oracle and MySQL are different. Yeah. So Zed has asked. So Oracle is proprietary, okay, and there is an open source as well, which is there on MySQL. Microsoft SQL is different. Okay, so proprietary. Always focus on open source, right? आपके पास license लेने की, if you want to get started, try to learn open source. And open source में another one point which I would want to talk about is try to register on Stack Overflow, okay, or try to contribute back onto open source programming, okay, so that you can get interacted with the community. जो open source program लिखती है, we can understand वो लोग कैसे लिखते हैं, right? And we can get involved. I had a fresher with me in my organization, okay, वो Tableau करता था, storytelling through data करता था, okay, and that's what I wanted him to move towards storytelling towards data, because when you try to have that storytelling, it's not easy. All of fresher banda tha, right? He did not know much of Tableau. We trained him in Tableau, and then we pushed him to join Tableau community and solve people's query. Okay, so there are different levels, right? 10 types of level on different community platforms. So as a novice enter hua tha, so that was the label. And then after 2 years, he was like 2 levels down. He was like वो जो gurus और masters से 2 level down, that was just in the span of 1 year. Okay, and ये सारा जो talking points है community में जो आप collaborate जो देते हो, you can add that in your resume. That shows the depth of your resume, the experience that you're building. You might not have experience onto your organization, but जो आपका passion है, that can be shown into GitHub, that can be shown on the community platform. That's very important. On which priority we should choose. Okay, so value of the data, cloud is de facto, right? And we currently are seeing, so there is a company by the name of Snowflake, right? They are giving data warehouse onto cloud. You should try and look at their video. And CNBC क्या होता है ना, top 50 customers globally who are like disruptive customers has mentioned Snowflake. Snowflake will change how the data warehouse resides into a data center. So data venue cloud. So we have a subsequent session which will be planned next week or maybe next week on cloud, right? So we will have series of sessions on cloud, AI/ML, 5G, IoT, where we will explain, we'll try to give our best, and that's where we want you to spread the word amongst your guys, friends, so that they can join and take the benefit out of these sessions. Shafi saying, I've already done, I've worked on Tableau, SQL, Power BI, I'm learning Python. So I would say Python, okay, so you've done Python, Shafi, I would suggest you pick up Spark. Spark पे काम करना चालू करो. Okay, Python big data पे काम नहीं करेगा. अगर आपको 10 GB of data या 1 terabyte of data पे काम करना है, तो आपको Spark पे काम करना है. Spark and Spark streaming, right? So pick up Spark. That's where I would suggest, right? Is private data warehouse a company part of big data? How as an individual I can access big data? This is one of the good questions, and I would like to address it to it. So क्या I would want to show it. So okay, so what I would say is, बहुत सारे लोग ऐसा complain करते हैं कि data, just give me 1 second. So बहुत सारे लोग complain करते हैं कि मेरे पास big data कैसे मैं access करूं. So what Google has done is और लेट्स से मैं कंपनी में काम नहीं करता हूँ, मेरे पास डेटा नहीं है, मैं कैसे डेटा पे काम करूँ, पाइथन में, पावर बीआई में, हाउ वी गेट स्टार्टेड, आई डोंट हैव द डेटा इटसेल्फ, राइट? सो आपको डेटा चाहिए, डेटा सेट्स चाहिए. There is a dedicated search or a website which Google has created by the name of Google Dataset. Okay, so Google में जाओ, Google में टाइप करो Google Dataset, एक लिंक आएंगी, click on that, right? Click, it's a Google UI but on a specific dataset, right? फिर आपको सेल्स का डेटा चाहिए, टाइप सेल्स. आपको बिग डेटा का डेटा चाहिए, टाइप बिग डेटा. इट विल शो यू द डेटा व्हिच इज आउट देयर. You can have the data. So the data is generated, it's been shared, it could be in gigabyte data as well. It could be so. But to answer Asad's question, I remember I had worked on one of the big data. So the flights ka information hota hai, right? Which flight landed when. So all that data is stored with the organization, and that flight data is already available, and that's the form of big data, right? So you can use the flight data to work on it. Private data warehouse, a part of data, big data company, I'd say yes to some extent. So data lake, so as I mentioned, data lake pehle aata hai. So that has all the big data down. Data warehouse, so there is a lot of push of modernizing the data warehouse. So आपके जो Teradata है, Netezza है वगैरह, right? So all that is going on to cloud, and that's where Snowflake is coming into picture, right? And the people are modernizing your Teradata, people are modernizing your Informatica, right? Netezza, sorry, not Informatica, it's Netezza and your Teradata. Rehan, can we make exact study material for beginner on the last side, which models some video or labs? Okay, we'll try and get that on to a small how, what, and then maybe we can circulate it. Maybe we can upload it onto the website. So it's good referral for folks under that heading. So that's a good suggestion. Is R language up? Yeah. So yes, it's a freeware. So R is, so what we'll do is, Arshad bhai, when we talk about AI, we'll talk about R in detail. We'll talk about how R is different, how Python is different, how Spark is different. I'll also talk about how Swift is different, right? Because edge computing पे जब हम लोग machine learning वगैरह करेंगे, AI करेंगे, Python वगैरह नहीं चलेगा, right? You need quick outputs, right? You need interactive outputs. So that's where Swift is also gaining a lot of popularity, and I am inclined to learn Swift, but that's where I'm going to. Our language will cover more into that over there. Can you explain about IoT? Who can pursue? So what we'll do, Mohammed, is that we'll have a separate session on IoT and 5G as well. You would want to join over that session as well, specifically on that. IoT is just one way in which the sensors are connected. I have worked on a case study on the Fleetmatics. Fleetmatics is an area where every vehicle. So uske andar use case ऐसा था कि I am a manager of a logistics company, right? तो मेरे पास छोटी-छोटी vans है. वो vans let's say Pune में भी चलती है, Bombay में भी चलती है, Nagpur में भी चलती है, and I spread across in India, right? But as a manager मुझे ये करना है कि जो बंदे लोग मेरे गाड़ी चलाते हैं, वैन्स चलाते हैं, दे आर नॉट मिसयूजिंग इट. ऐसा तो नहीं है ना कि उनकी शिफ्ट 9 to 5 है, उसके बाद 5 बजे के बाद उनकी पर्सनल काम के लिए वो गाड़ियां लेके जाते हैं, या तो उनके फ्रेंड्स के लिए आउटिंग के लिए जाते हैं. So all that data, okay, what you do is you add a sensor in your vehicle, okay, into your ODBC port of your vehicle, and that data, okay, कभी इंजन स्टार्ट किया, कितना एक्सेलरेशन दिया, कितना ब्रेक किया, कितना टेम्परेचर इंसाइड है, all that data has been captured and sent on to through mechanism of IoT and sent on to cloud, and then you do analysis. So वो सारा डेटा एक डैशबोर्ड पे आएगा मुझे, और फिर मुझे पता चलेगा कि ये बंदे ने 8 बजे के बाद गाड़ी निकाली थी, 5 बजे के बाद ये बंदे ने वो कस्टमर के पास गया ही नहीं था, he did not start his engine on weekends, okay, ये बंदा weekends के दिन गाड़ी यूज करता. So I without going to Nagpur or Pune, I can just look at the dashboard. So that's the power of IoT and data, and I can look into what's happening in my data business, right? That's IoT. Our project as working with payment industry, or which part? So if you are a business analyst, and I would say fraud is major, right? So fraud. So there are very sophisticated, security based fraud detection and avoiding. So fraud जब होते हैं दो टाइप के होते हैं, राइट? एक तो फ्रॉड को डिटेक्ट करना. लेट्स से अगर मेरे पास सिस्टम में कोई डॉस कर रहा है, सो मैं डिटेक्ट कर लिया, राइट? एक वन इज डिटेक्शन एंड वन इज प्रिवेंशन. सो अगर मेरे पास फ्रॉड हो रहा है, पता चल रहा है किसी आईपी से बंदा निकाल रहा है पैसे, बट यू कैन स्टॉप इट, दैट डज नॉट हेल्प, राइट? detection and prevention should go hand in hand. So I would suggest that, follow PayPal. Okay, they are the brilliant folks who have the case studies in payment industry. Okay, and there are other industry, other vendors as well in the same segment. So if you're looking at use cases, or if you're looking at data, how to use the data, go and look at PayPal's blog. You'll have a lot of understanding on that. Can business graduate learn this? Obviously, business graduates digital marketing. What's it is, right? So CMO as an organization. So when we talk to our different customers, so CMO organization, it's all about digital marketing, right, or sales, right? So how do you leverage digital channels? And it's all about data. So अगर आप चीफ मार्केटिंग ऑफिसर की बिजनेस के अंदर यहाँ वो लाइन में काम करते हो, okay, they generate a lot of data. They look for insights. Okay, so you need to understand what is search engine optimization, what is hyper personalization, what is recommendation, what is campaign management. So all that is what is there. So data is applicable to everybody. You talk about any vertical, you talk about government vertical, you talk about payment vertical, BFSI vertical, you talk about telcos, you talk about e-commerce, oil and gas. Okay, they are doing, NGOs are doing, right? Everybody is doing AI, ML, data, cloud. Everybody is impacted. Is Spark available like Power BI desktop? Yes, Spark is available. You can if you have let's say 16 GB of your desktop. Okay, you can download, you can install it, you can run it, okay, onto your machine. So it's freely available, and that's the beauty I said, right? Open source, collaborated with the data which we are collecting, with the compute power, with the storage. So all this is making it. So I believe that there are two parts to it. One part is industry experience, one part is your passion driven experience, right? And if you build passion driven experience, and if you're connected with community, if you build enough credentials onto this part कि आपने फ्री टाइम में अपने स्पार्क पे एक प्रोजेक्ट कर लिया, आपने ये प्रोजेक्ट कर लिया, आपने छोटा छोटा प्रोजेक्ट कर लिया, और आपने गिटहब में चेक इन कर लिया, और आपने आपके प्रोफाइल में बता दिया. So it is easy for me to get somebody on board. I preferably say that अगर मुझे मेरी कंपनी के अंदर if I have to go for a fresher, I would say किसने ट्रेनिंग किया है बताओ आर की, किसने बिग डेटा की ट्रेनिंग किया है. So it's easy for me. I don't have to spend time explaining them. And there are a lot of tutorials out there on Udemy, Coursera, a lot of mocks out there. You just have to identify with the help of guidance from an expert कि कौन सा करना है. Okay, that's all. Okay, but the learning material avenues are out there. Data is going to stay. Okay, and other components are just getting built up. There is a lot of demand and data side. So folks who, I'm not just giving you a biased version. I'm just trying to clear some ideas around it. If you would want, you could talk to other experts. But there are certain. So what I usually do is that I follow certain companies' blogs, or follow those leaders and try to get insights. So if you are there on LinkedIn, you should follow people who are revolutionizing this industry, right? And they keep on sending updates to you. So आपके feed के अंदर, LinkedIn feed के अंदर, you get that relevant data, right? So I follow Ericsson to understand what they are trying to do in 5G space. Okay, there are different companies those are trying to do in edge analytics. Okay, Snowflake I try to follow. I try to follow Confluent. I try to follow Databricks. Okay, so it's a lot of companies trying to do good work to identify who's doing and how it is aligned to you, right? Any further questions? Are there any quick certification? So Zaid, what I would say is that certification से ज़्यादा है ना, hands-on करो. What I feel is that in data के अंदर people are not giving a lot of emphasis on certification these days. Okay, so they are trying to understand आपने GitHub profile बनाया है क्या? Okay, आपने क्या projects किए हैं? रन किया, उसमें आप अटक गए थे, right? आपने Python यूज किया बिग डेटा के लिए, आप फंस गए, आपको पता है, राइट? आपने Spark यूज किया, सो वो एक्सपीरियंस चाहते हैं. Coursera जो सर्टिफिकेट्स वगैरह के अंदर they'll give you logical understanding, okay, and so I would not say negate, but I would say prioritize building on a hands-on profile, building a GitHub profile over certifications, because certifications also they cost you around 15,000, okay, but it is also a good area, okay, to start with. Okay, and as I mentioned that open source ज़्यादा करके open source है, तो certifications ऐसा open source के लिए नहीं आता है. Okay, it's let's say if you're doing Microsoft and Oracle SQL, so Oracle का SQL आपने कर लिया. Okay, but my again personal opinion is that build that GitHub profile rather than doing certifications. Get your hands dirty. That's what people want. And अब certification पहले कैसा था, मुझे database आता है, so लोग 15 साल 20 साल database के masters हो जाते हैं. But अभी का time ऐसा है कि you need to know data, you need to know cloud, you need to know AI, you need to know IoT. I mean, not in depth, but you need to cut across these verticals. But you need to have that. So it's like for me, it's like primary skills and then secondary skills, right? So when we talk to customer, you need to know आपको hire किस basis पे करना है, right? आपको hire data technology पे hire करना है, and then you may know what is AI, what is 5G, what is edge computing, okay? What is GIS database कैसा होता है? So you need to build your profile around it. What is similar technology like data wrangling? Data wrangling is not technology. Data wrangling is a module or functionality. Spark will help you do that to some extent. Spark streaming module. Okay, so if you do Spark, that will help you. How can we get hands-on experience as these apart from learning? Hands-on experience, आपके पास so there are two ways, right? या तो आपके पास 16 GB का कंप्यूटर है, अगर है that's fine. अगर नहीं है तो आप क्या करो, so there are guys who intern with me at my organization, and then they are freshers, third year pass out, okay, and what they basically do is that I ask them to spend somewhere around 5,000 to 6,000 bucks. And ask them to register themselves onto any cloud platform, AWS वगैरह पे, so that what can happen is आपको अगर कुछ इंस्टेंस चाहिए, अगर 16 GB का मशीन चाहिए, रैम चाहिए, अगर 32 GB का रैम चाहिए, so you can spin on those instances, and side by side क्या है ना, आपके पास क्लाउड का एक्सपीरियंस भी आता है, राइट? अगर आप बोलोगे मुझे डेस्कटॉप का एक्सपीरियंस आता है, that does not help, right? If you say cloud, EC2 आता है, S3 आता है, there are different other modules which are there, services available on the cloud. SageMaker आता है, that adds value into your ecosystem. So if you have a budget of around 5,000 to 6,000 bucks, I would suggest that sign up with maybe AWS and ensure the limit of usage. So that's a little pocket friendly, but do that under the guidance of some expert. Okay, so you can do, that's the way you can start a big data. So EC2 machine चालू कर दिया, 16 GB RAM चालू कर दिया, Spark download कर दिया, data set है, Unix, SQL, Spark थोड़ा आता है, चालू कर दिया काम करना, right? It's there. As you've explained about data analyst, data, etc., as being developer, keen interest in development. What apart from these? Okay, data architect out. So I've also now talk about the higher up. So the guys about 10 years of experience. So I'm trying to get into the data architect or an enterprise architect role, wherein you can cut across the data fabric, understanding data stewardship. Okay, so that's one of the area. Data governance is there. Master data management. Okay, there is a role by the name of data whisperer. Okay, so you can identify that what these guys are doing. They are like the higher ups, those who define the data strategy. Okay, rather than building it, architecting it. Okay, then there is a chief digital chief data officer, right? CDO, and CDO role is growing across the organization. There is a lot of hiring for the CDO organizations, just like CXO, CTO organizations. Then there is and what fascinates me is that what trend we are seeing is that data, AI, and design. So there are some organizations which are hiring chief design officers. वो लोग क्या करते हैं? They're making the chatbots conversation, the design applications onto data and AI, and making it more simpler and delivering better customer experience. Any programming background required for learning these technology like SQL and Spark? I think you should know Unix to some extent to start with. That's what I showed. And what easy है, it's just the curiosity you have. You can try and get that done. It's not difficult. You can install it. You will fail. That's not worry. There is community out there who will help you, who will guide you. But the important part is you have to start. If you don't start today, down the line 6 महीना 1 साल के बाद आपको start करना ही करना है. Everybody has to align to data, AI, cloud. But it is just a matter of when do you get aligned to the technology. It is not about अगर आप finance में तो finance छोड़ के करो. फाइनेंस के अंदर आप डेटा कैसे यूज कर सकते हो, बिग डेटा कैसे यूज कर सकते हो, सेल्स फोर्स के अंदर कैसे यूज कर सकते हो. ट्राई टू गेट दैट फ्लेवर incubated into your existing profiles. Okay, it's not about छोड़ दो, come into it. It's not about that. It's about inculcating. It's about getting that as part. अगर आप डेटा वेयर हाउस में हो So you should talk about, modernizing your data warehouse. How can you move your data warehouse to cloud? It's a new ask from the customer which we are seeing, right? Any further questions, sir? Yes, no, maybe.
Assalamu alaikum. Moin.
Yes, I can hear you.
Moin, you can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, I just need to share some experience with some of the graduates or some questions here. Actually, some of them they are asking how we can start our career or something in the data. Some of them they are asking we don't have data. So some of them are graduates. They are still doing their graduation or they are doing engineering. They are in second year, third year, fourth year. So I would like to advise to them that when you are doing engineering or any field, you already have data. I mean, you are working on some projects, small projects. You are working on your experimental projects. So basically you can use that experimental project data. You can use your project data, small data. If you can work very efficiently on the small data here and apply few statistical analysis and all these things, of course you can learn more on the big data. Okay, so this is my advice to some of the graduates here. And when you start from here, sorry, one minute.
Oh,
yeah, sorry guys, sorry Moin. So if they can start from this small data from in their undergraduate program, either in commerce, science, or in arts or any field, or even they are in college during their university time, if they can manage that small data that is being generated from their experiment, from their projects, and they can bring that data, maybe they can share with you, Moin bhai, they can share with expertise, and then you can guide with the small data little bit. Maybe they can gain a confidence, and they can use all this R project and small all these what we call as tools and techniques. So from there they can once they get confident on the small data, they can learn very fast on the big data. So this is my advice basically to them. And we should also know that many of these companies like Google and all, they all earn most of their dollars and income from the big data. So whatever you type in the Google basically is actually whatever you type in the Google. Let's say you are typing in the Google search Pepsi or Coca-Cola. So that word actually Pepsi or Coca-Cola is becoming a data for the Google. Okay, so if the Pepsi company want to know that how many people searched his product Pepsi in Behram Bagh or Jogeshwari, they can ask Google to for this data, and that's how the Google company and all these company they earn on using that data. What we call as so this is how the data became a valuable commodity or currency. So this was my small advice to undergraduates who are doing here. So thank you very much, Moin. Thank you.
Okay, I'll just top it up another 5 minutes and then we can end. What I would ask our graduates, maybe BCom, it doesn't matter, right? It's whatever area, but if you have that passion, do an internship. Try to reach out to your connects, okay, and do an internship, 2 months internship. And there are a lot of people, in my company, those who do, who are relative of somebody, and it's easy if you have a relative in somebody's organization, and then they are doing it in some form and some shape, so they get an idea on to what's happening in the industry. They have that connect. So do internship. जो भी साल में हो, second year में, third year में, you get a college letter, talk to your placement officer, tell them that how they are helping you. Focus. And then I've seen currently there are two ladies who are interning with me, and they have done 3 different internship and that's in the 4th year, right? And if you build this profile, you have a GitHub, you have community profile, you have internship profile. I mean, I doubt anybody would not want to have a preference over you rather than somebody who's just doing certifications, right? So try to do that. Any questions? Or we are good to close? And the idea of conducting this session is that we as a community folks help in some guidance, or some areas which we are considered to be an expert, so that you guys benefit, right? We take our folks ahead, we build that community, you talk to your folks, you help them understand. We have brilliant experts I've been knowing in our community, and we'll inshallah bring them on board. We'll ask them to spend time with you, so that confidence, that so we don't have to look outside, they can help. We don't waste our time, right? And we are connected with them, and so that that goes on for decades to come. And we'll have a session by Rehan Bhai. Rehan Bhai is there in this session, Rehan Nidaria, right? And then we'll probably so it's the session is not just on the technology, it will also be on the financial, doctors, everybody, right? So I would also like to hear from what you guys are doing, you are expert. And a big suggestion is that if you are a part of our core team, our MWG WhatsApp group, do drop a feedback over there. You write a testimonial, send it on an email, so that it gives motivation for people to do something more. Okay, it helps us because it seems that 2 hours, but behind that 2 hours is planning and putting the relevant things onto the PPT, and that's, I can say, 8 to 10 hours of work with what the work they are doing. So let's respect them, let's give them a feedback. It could be critical feedback like Graham gave us, right? We can have short webinars or short sessions on under these platforms, so that anybody who would want ad hoc request. So this feedback will help us improve our community. Okay. Anybody, anything? I think Shoaib bhai, I'll just any last words if by, and then we are good to close.
Thanks, Moin, for spending your precious Sunday morning or afternoon and enlightening us with this valuable session. Really appreciate it. May Allah give you Zidayah khair. I'm sure this will change the way we approach data and extract meaningful information out of it. For those who are not registered, I would encourage them to visit momingroup.org, and also encourage other movement professionals or students to join us via our website or MWG WhatsApp group. Next week, we also plan to conduct a session on career in networking by Rehan Bhai Nedaria. We will be sharing the details soon, inshallah. We need your support to spread a word amongst families and friends in our community with the webinar series that we are conducting. Thanks everyone for being an excellent audience. Wishing you all a great success in your future endeavors. Feel free to contact our SPOCs, subject matter experts, for any queries that you might have. Details are available in the website. Allah Hafiz. Thank you.